Imagine with me what John sees in Revelation chapter 7. A mighty angel from the east cries out to the four angels poised to unleash destructive winds upon the earth. Do not harm the earth, the sea, or the trees until I've sealed the servants of God, they declare. Nothing's to be harmed until the assisting angel identifies and marks the Lord's servants. Yes, 12,000 individuals from each of the 12 tribes are sealed on their foreheads, now shielded from the impending destruction that will decimate the antichrist confederacy. The number is 144,000. It's not literal, but symbolic, representing a complete and perfect group. 12, a perfect number, times 12, times 1,000. And suddenly the scene transitions from trials, terror, and persecution on the earth to heaven, where a vast choir stands as triumphant victors before the throne of God. This immense assembly of humanity is an indescribable and immeasurable group handpicked by God from all nations and walks of life throughout all human history. People of all ages, statuses, professions, from secretaries to salesmen, to musicians and mechanics, preachers and pilots, horticulturists and homemakers, stand together in triumph before the Lamb and the One on the throne. This diverse crowd, along with the angels and the elders and the living creatures, extends in all directions as far as the eye can see, that represent every nation, signifying that the gospel has reached every corner of the earth. They retain their national distinctions, their native attire, their languages, and their music. And from the nose flutes of Papua New Guinea to the marimbas of Guatemala, God celebrates the diversity of all people groups, because no single language or no single people group can adequately represent Him. So all nations come together to paint a clearer picture of God and His boundless love as they worship Him. The vast multinational choir, donned in white robes, symbols of righteousness and innocence, outward manifestations of their inner purity. Their attire is unspoiled, untorn, a visual testament to their cleansing. Once stained by sin, they are now purified and saved. And in their hands they carry palm branches, the uppermost branches cut from the tops of trees, symbolizing joy and triumph, just as the Greeks and the Romans waved palms in celebration of athletic victories, and Roman conquerors returned with palms after battle and triumphs. These victors raised their palm branches in honor to their champion, the conquering and triumphant Messiah. Their hero has utterly defeated the principalities and powers of Satan, stripping him of his sham authority. And now it's fitting to celebrate him with songs of palm branches. Listen to the victorious choir of the singers, the saints of God who fought the good fight of faith and completed the race and emerged victorious. Once held captive by the terrorist forces of Satan and sin, they now praise their Redeemer for saving them. And then with resounding voices, the mass choir, a Pentecost of peoples, begins to sing a triumphant anthem to Adonai and to the Lamb. Salvation belongs to our God who sits on the throne and to the Lamb. They've achieved victory, not through the force of weapons, but through the supernatural force of the death and resurrection of God's Son, Jesus Christ. I share this coming event with you to offer encouragement. Despite the struggles, despite the trials, despite the challenges and the dark opposition, remember that Jesus is your victorious champion. The church will still be engaged in earthly battle, but will soon become the church triumphant in heaven. The pain and strife that you endure now will soon be over, and you'll emerge victorious through Jesus our deliverer. So take heart, be encouraged. Jesus will stand between you and all that irritates and decimates you, and He will defend you. Jesus the Messiah, our hero champion.